Hey kids,
Hey, Dad!
what do you want to do today?
We don't know!
Want to go to the movies?
No!
Want to go to the water park?
No!
Want to go play disc golf?
Yeah! Let's go play disc golf!
Okay, welcome back guys to another episode of RC Disc Golf. Cody, what's up?
Not much. How's it going?
All right, we got some exciting things that happened this last week, month or so. I don't know.
Past week was pretty good.
Past week was great. We got some exciting things, some stupid things. That's pretty much about it.
That's what it usually is.
Yeah, in this world of disc golf that we have here. I mean, the only thing that's really pissing me off, did you hear about the Pine Woods thing again?
Oh, yeah, how there's
Yeah.
no tournament or league
Yeah,
play
we're going
allowed.
back to Pine Woods Park, everybody. Tournaments and leagues are hereby gone until further notice, as per committee. So
I don't know who's on that committee, but they're not thinking right.
we got a couple of our guys on there. I know there's environmentalists on there and then neighbors as well.
What are the environmentalists saying?
I don't know who they are, but they are saying, this is what I was told, something about some rare flower or whatever that's there, or I don't know what it is. And I think there was a ground nesting bird that used to be there that's no longer there, and one of the excuses was disc golf drove it out. I don't know.
I think maybe the kids setting stuff on fire years ago and being little assholes may have done something to that too as well.
Could have other
You
effects.
can blame
to
it
as
on
well.
anybody doing anything in the park.
I mean, everyone that goes in there, I've never known anybody to treat the park with any type of respect, other than maybe the disc golf community, because we want to keep it there.
Yeah, like we throw our garbage out in designated areas.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to pick things up as I go through there.
Yeah.
And people are usually pretty respectful.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's an uphill battle, but hopefully we can make it there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You or me. Oh well. So the last league that we had there, which is our 5 below league.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody doesn't know what that is, you can take 4 discs that you have, all 5 speed or less, and that's what you play with. That's all you get. So it's great to play at Pine Woods. It's very doable there to have a great score. You can even be even stay under par. I can do 5-7 under with those discs. But now we're at Ellicott Creek Park, which actually I found out is not that bad.
No, a lot of people don't like it, which I don't get because I've had a generally good time anytime I've played there.
I started playing there. I think that was the first course I played at, was Ellicott Creek.
My first was Beaver, but...
And I enjoyed the course. I didn't think I would do as well as I did playing with 5 speeds.
Because some of those holes are quite long.
Yeah, I mean, hole 4, which is the longest hole. And that one is, it's a par 4, and it stayed a par 4, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they did shorten a couple pin placements. Hole 4 was one of them. They put in the short pin. 17 and 18, I think, were the only ones. Hole 10 is still in the long pin position in the woods. But it's still got par, which is awesome. I mean, I really surprised myself. Hole 4 is a whopping 434 feet.
It's a pretty good hole.
It's a pretty good hole, and I still made it there in 3
Nice.
somehow, because I play with my drivers and I get par on that hole. So 4 strokes.
Using the lower speed discs is probably going to help your game in the long run.
I think it might. I don't know if I know that it's not going to go as far, so I'm throwing it harder,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm just more consistent with them. I don't know. I don't know the way around it. But like hole 12 is 267, and I got a bogey on that one. That's the one with the road in the middle of it. I landed right on the road. So I just made it for a long putt and then just missed.
It's like that sometimes, though.
Yeah, missing putts sucks. 15 is the worst one. So 15 is the only hole with water. You can play it safe and go to the right side around the trees. I think that's a weird route. I don't think you're making.
Over the right side, squeezing it.
Yeah, you can make
Mm.
par from there, but you have high chance of skipping either one into the woods, or if you have it hyzered enough, you can skip past it and then back down the hill towards the water anyways.
I usually hit it with an Anheuser backhand.
Yeah, that's what I see a lot of people doing. So for right hands, they'll go Anheuser backhand and kind of hope to float it down to the basket. Me, as a lefty, it's a perfect shot just for a hyzer,
Mm-hmm.
which is my go-to shot. I just never do it with mid-ranges. So I went there early. I got there like 30 minutes early,
Mm-hmm.
and I had all of my mid-ranges in my bag just to see what would work and what's gonna
turn over quicker?
what's gonna go
longer?
swimming.
Yeah.
So I got there half an hour early before sign-ups, and I lost 3 discs to the water right off the bat.
Wow.
Couple of them I got just past those trees, so I would say about 30 feet or so from the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. So I was like, okay, I'll go with one of these discs. So, because again, you only can use 4. You can't, like, if you lose one, you can't just swap it out for another disc. You're down a disc for the rest of the round. So we get to, I forgot what hole we started on. Oh, I started on hole 2. So we get to 15. I'm throwing one of my Daredevil discs, and I turned it over. It's just going straight over the water, no hyzer, and it just didn't come back in.
Damn.
So that one, so 4 discs down to that water in one day, and then I threw my Walker, my Lone Star Walker, which is very overstable.
Mm-hmm.
That one again, I must have got in my head at this point, because again I chuck it too far over the water, but it did have enough stability to come back.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit the ground on the hill,
Mm-hmm.
on the hill face, but it then rolled back into the water anyways. But it was retrievable. But again, double OB on a hole that's only 187 feet.
Yeah, water being an
sucks,
obstacle
man.
getting in your head.
Yeah, definitely did. So that was my only big blemish on the card. Just fucking taking a 6 on that hole. Yeah, it's rough.
But your overall score was
Still I was 1 over. I got 3 birdies on the day for a total of 1 over par, and I took the win. Next scorer next to me was 2 over, so we were tied for a while.
Nice.
But his last couple of holes there, he got another bogey on. But hey, I got it.
Win's a win.
A win's a win. It was my first win, first solo win ever.
Nice. That's got to
Yeah.
feel pretty good.
It is great.
That
So-
ride home, you're
And
probably
I'm
psyched.
not even playing with a whole bag. I'm only playing with 4 discs that I've actually pretty much brand new to me, because they're all Lone Stars,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got them. So I'm feeling, I'm on cloud 9 right now with that one, man. That was great.
Yeah, because you'd have to imagine that most of those discs that everyone else is using
They've been using for a
They're
while.
very familiar with.
Yeah, pretty broken in. I mean, I did buy mine used, so they are pretty broken in.
But still new to you, hand
very new to
feel
me.
and all that.
Yeah, it's a real confidence booster there. And hopefully next week I can do, if not win, keep around the same score. If I can shoot around 1 over or even
Mm-hmm.
again next week,
Be cool to continue the.
just to stay consistent.
Yeah.
I'll be very, very happy with. And we'll see how this new season comes, man. I'm really excited to start it.
Oh yeah,
You know, I want to hit up Bond again. I want to hit up Wilson again.
I'm gonna go to Royalton. Can't wait.
Yeah, I want to see how I'm going to do at Royalton now. I did have my Lone Stars when I did play at Royalton last.
Mm-hmm. Was that the point series?
It was the finals for the point series. I made it to the second round, which is good because they had a cutoff to get into second round. I think like 13th place was the last round, and so you had to be 13th or higher to make it into second round. And I did, but I stayed in last place. I didn't advance at all. But I had a rough second round though. I was in my head on that one. My 2 players that were on my card,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know they made the second round, so they already started going home.
Really?
So, yeah, TDs are calling them up. They're making U-turns coming back, and I'm in the woods by myself, and it's 2-minute warning to tee off. I'm like, dude, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
So they showed up.
Interesting situation.
We started about 5 minutes late, but
At least they showed
they
up.
showed up.
Or
But
else you would have had to go
now
through by yourself.
I'm frantically in my head. No, I had to either go on the cart ahead of me or behind me.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was in my head real bad.
I don't blame you.
So it kind of threw me through a loop. Tried to salvage it, but I just played terrible. You got to beat yourself. You know, it's not just playing against your card and people on the course.
Sometimes you're worse than the rest of them.
Yeah, you got to play against yourself. You got to beat yourself too. So it's things to learn for next season for sure.
Yeah.
I want to do good. I want to get some wins.
A positive mindset going in is all the difference.
Oh yeah, and have fun.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not having fun, my whole day is shot.
Yeah, because then you're throwing it in before it even gets halfway down, and you're like, oh no, inside your head.
Don't beat yourself up on the first 5 holes. No.
Mm-hmm.
You can come back from that.
Especially if you aren't warmed up.
Oh yeah, and if you have 2 rounds to go, you know, like every one of our tournaments is 2 rounds. There's only like one I played that's 3. So
what was that?
That's the Griffin Open.
Ah,
that's 3 rounds.
That's a cool course.
3 rounds in one day.
It's a long day.
It's rough. When I played it last year, I was tied for first halfway through the first round. Finished up in 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kept going down. Second round, I was in like 6th or 8th, I think it was. And then I was in like 12th, 3rd round. So me, I think it's a stamina thing. I just fatigued out. I got tired. I can't keep up.
From the walking or the throwing?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Like after a while, it affects your step up. And
I was exhausted.
Everything.
Yeah. 3 rounds is a long day. I mean, it is a pretty short course.
But still, that's a lot of movement.
It is. That's a lot to do.
How many? It's like a 1.5 miles full course, maybe?
I don't know. Let's see what the steps say here. I can look that up real quick. Oh, it's not going to give me that. The Griffin, Springville, New York. Let's see here. Oh shit, do I actually have to go to the scorecard for this? No, layouts. Okay. Griffin Open. Okay, that's 18 holes. That's roughly 4,000 steps, give or take. I don't know how to do this.
Let's see.
I don't know how to tell how big the course is unless I go to the map, maybe. I mean, it plays around like 4 baseball fields and a little wooded
I would
area.
imagine it's similar in size, maybe a little bigger than Pine Woods. So
Might be a little bit bigger.
That's why I was thinking like 1.5 miles-ish, depending.
Yeah, because if you look on the map there, you got 3 pretty big size baseball fields there and a smaller diamond as well. And then it goes all through the woods there. You got to be careful playing through those woods, though, because the neighbors are not happy either.
Nobody likes it when people use parks for their intended purpose, it seems, unless it's something that they personally have an attachment to.
Well, it's not just that. It's if you throw your disc into someone's yard, people are just hopping over to get it, hopping the fence to get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of disrespectful in today's age.
Well, least. I mean, you knock on their door or something, or you see them outside and ask them if it's okay if you approach, or ask them if they could toss it to you or something, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people that are pissed off are just generally unhappy. It's almost in a way that they need something to be upset about.
That's how it is here especially with Pinewoods Park.
Yeah.
I mean, their biggest complaint that I hear with the neighbors is that there's people in front of my house now when there used to be none. I mean,
You bought your house. You didn't buy the park.
Yeah.
The view changes.
what do
That's
you-
just a matter of
what
circumstance.
do you really want? I mean, if you really want to be left alone around nature, go buy a house in the woods.
Yeah.
And be bitter by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't expect what you want. I don't understand what you want.
Or take your dog to a dog park so you're not walking through a park to.
No, because then they got to drive there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn.
They can't just walk across the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
there's-
then maybe pick up their own dog.
The last time that we were there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lady with 2 dogs. She's carrying one of them because he's so old.
Yeah.
And the other one is off the leash. And there's another dude walking his dog, and she's not really paying attention. This dog is all over the park by itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's bothering this other dude and his dog, and we don't know how they're going to react. I don't know if you were ready, but I was ready to go run over there.
Well, if
break up a dog fight.
Mm-hmm. Well, some people also bring their dogs without a leash there, and they're active, which could be an issue for some people.
Could be. You don't know how.
There's a million things that we could nitpick individually.
I mean, just because your dog is okay with people that it's around all the time does not mean it's going to be okay with a stranger. It's not going to be okay. Doesn't mean it's going to be okay with a stranger kid.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know.
Yeah, I mean,
What if the kid's not used to being around dogs and puts his
freaks
finger
out?
in it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Puts his finger in his
Some
ear.
kids
or
some
pokes
kids
it
are
in the eye.
terrified of dogs.
Mhm.
They freak out, and that dogs pick up on vibes, and that might make for a potentially volatile
fight or
situation.
flight mode.
Terrified kid runs, dog thinks it's playtime, dog's not on a leash, dog chases kid.
Dog jumps on kid.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Put your
Yeah,
dogs on a leash, man.
Then there's the parking issue that people have with parks, and that's something we're also
Yeah.
dealing with at Pinewoods.
But I mean, you can't even blame the community for that because a lot of the issues I think that come across against disc golfers are people that just play recreationally.
yeah, it's not league play, because league play, everybody is always in uniform parking situation where we're told we are able to park.
Yes. Yeah, we park where we're supposed to park. We take out what we bring in. We don't leave a mess behind.
Mm-hmm.
We're very respectful. It's the people that come in that don't ever play leagues, don't ever do tournaments.
Well, they're
just do
getting
it.
shit faced.
Yeah, it's just a recreational game for them. It's just nothing to them.
Yeah.
They play whenever they want. Because there's
Those are the people who leave the empties behind on the course, which
Yeah.
contribute to the littering complaint that some of the neighbors may have too,
hmm
or the people who are just smoking and smoking and
you
smoking.
can't again though you can't blame all the littering on the disc golf community because there's
Hobos.
kids going through there. We used to drink in that park and just throw our shit around, breaking glass.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean that's what kids do. We destroy shit. So I know we did.
Oh,
A lot.
definitely, definitely.
I remember one time we were at Chestnut Ridge and we found this giant stump
Mm-hmm.
and we just chucked it down the ravine.
Ooh.
Just to watch it tumble. It took
Probably
down
made
a couple.
pretty cool noise on the way down.
It did. Took down a couple little saplings with it.
Oh.
Some carnage going down. It was awesome though. Just because.
You told on yourself.
Whatever. What else was that stump gonna do? Just rot?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It was great. We had a good time there. But, you have. What'd you do? You did a good thing too this week.
Oh, I did. I got third place in a non-sanctioned, no money Thanksgiving tournament at Pinewoods.
Yeah, the Turkey Day basket. Did they keep it the same? Turkey Day basket bangers.
Something like that. I don't know. Norm's pretty loose with names.
Oh, all right.
Well, I got third.
Keep it the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, you won it.
Yeah.
In 2022.
Yep.
Got the trophy up there, and then so third place, not bad.
No. First round was pretty nice, 10 under, but then kind of got too relaxed for the second round. And only
You got high again.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't smoke. If I smoke and I play, it's not the same.
No, it's not.
Going stone cold sober, and then I start going pretty good.
Yeah, I can't do it. I think that's what kind of like messed me up a little bit too for that first 5 below round. It took a couple
To hit on
hits.
the second round on hole 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you get an ace during the round?
No, I got that yesterday.
Oh, you got an ace yesterday.
Yep. On
Okay.
hole 8.
That's awesome. How many aces? How many is that now? 2 or 3?
4.
4?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, dude. All in that park?
No, I have 1 at Veterans, 3 at Pine Woods.
Don't, as my buddy would say, it doesn't count.
Yeah. But they don't have 4.
Told him, yeah, I know. I don't know how many he has, but I told him I got an ace at it was old hole 2, so it's
11.
11 now.
That's mine. My first one.
Yeah, it's my first one. My one and only ace so far. And I told him I got that. He's like, it doesn't count there. I'm like,
Then how come how come you don't hear about people doing it all the time then?
That's true. I do. Well, I mean, when the season opened up, there was a lot of aces coming. You'd see it posted I think weekly. There was an ace at Pinewoods Park. But
hole-in-one's a hole-in-one.
It is.
And not to mention that hole is blocked by a massive tree. And if you don't get around
hole 8,
11.
Oh, 11 you're talking about. Yeah. That's a tight
8,
flex.
Yeah, 8. What I did yesterday was usually, you know how people go down the middle because there's trees, there's like an alley in the middle, and you either have to go down the middle or on the right or on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I usually go way out right and go all the way around the 3 large trees that are there.
Yeah, just hyzer it in.
This time I tried to sneak in between the second and third tree. And it just perfectly went in between and just went right in.
Didn't skip, just went right in?
Right, straight center mass.
Nice, straight buckets.
Yeah, and I was playing with nobody, but luckily there was a group of 4 in front of me and a group of 3 behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had all the witnesses and I had someone to take my picture.
Nice.
So I didn't have that panicked moment that I haven't experienced yet where you get one by yourself.
That happens to me a lot, actually.
Really?
Not just with aces, but like throw-ins.
Mm-hmm.
There's never anybody around me when I make like an 80-foot throw-in.
Dude, I've had that happen a couple times, and it's cool because you're like, hell yeah, that was a good throw.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's nobody there to see it, and it's like, nobody's going to believe it.
Yeah. Like I did it there on at hole 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a horrible shot, and I took my putter, and I just kind of like floated it there. So I threw a little Anheuser, kind of like floated it down, and it just dropped straight in the basket. I had to have been about 75, 80 feet away.
Those are the holes.
And
those are the shots you want.
I'm literally standing there looking around like, really? Nobody?
Not even
I'm the only one here? No, but no, nobody saw it. I was like, whatever. Happens to me all the time. But, no, that's great, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Ace is an ace. I mean, for tournaments, if no one gets an ace and we do a throw-off at the end,
yeah.
I mean, we only make it like 100-something feet.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Yeah.
Ace pool.
I'd be really cool. I'd be really psyched to hit one of those one of these days.
I would love it.
Perfect.
I almost did at Bond Lake once on hole 8. Hole 8 at Bond Lake. So, up on top of the ravine.
Mm-hmm.
It's through the woods. Nice little flex shot forehand for me. Skipped off the ground, and I hit. I don't remember if I hit chain. No, I hit the bottom of the cage.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if it would have just skipped sooner and got enough height, but yeah, just skipped right up into the cage. I was like, God damn it, dude, it was so freaking close. And then the guy on my card hits the band right after me.
Wow.
Yes. So that one, we're going to battle next year for that ace, for sure.
Nice.
But there's been a few aces in tournaments this year at Pond Lake, like hole 5 they've gotten.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of tough. You got a small gap you got to throw into there.
Yeah.
If you throw too far to the right, there's water that's out of bounds. And that's actually not too far from the basket. That's a tight ace to get. That's a good shot.
That's a challenging course. I like going there.
I do. I'm more happy now that I can just par hole 4. It's like one of the longest ones. Straight uphill.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to get to.
Yeah, it is.
And it's only a par 4, and now I can par it. So
Progress.
Hey,
this 5 below thing where you're pushing your mid ranges and your putters further, you might be able to birdie that.
That'd be awesome. If I can transfer the force that I'm throwing the mid ranges to the drivers, then yeah, I think it might be a possibility.
The slight weight difference in the way you're changing your
I usually get
mechanics.
them all the same weight, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I usually do. Around 165, 170. I don't know, maybe lower the weight on my drivers.
Start throwing some lighter ones?
Yeah. But then you got to hope that it's not a windy day.
Yeah, because that's the
Which-
trade-off.
At Bond Lake, good luck.
It's like 50-50, especially on the ravine.
Mm-hmm. It's usually windy there at Bond. But I started to really like that course this year. I played it a lot.
I didn't
think
play
like
it as
five-
much as I did the
I
year
think I played
before.
like 5 times this year. It's great.
I've mainly been hitting pine woods like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but that's because I don't drive anymore. So
You should get yourself an e-bike.
I should. I'll be going everywhere.
Well, all right. We got anything else to say?
I think we touched on everything.
I think we did. I don't know, man. Progress. Oh, I took my son to a field around the corner from me.
Got some field work in.
Got some field work in. Not much. We were there for like maybe 10 minutes because I brought the dog and everything too. But he's throwing the leopard and the shark
Mm-hmm.
at like a good 50, 60 feet.
He's gonna be real good.
Yeah.
He keeps on it.
Like, he's going to be 4. Like, I don't know. Maybe he just got lucky. But it's hilarious, man, watching him throw these things. And I'm excited because every time I say I want to go, he wants to go. So if I can keep that in him and keep getting...
Eventually, he might be pushing you to go out.
You'll never have to push me to go out. I was laying in bed yesterday, and I told my, I'm like, I just want to go play disc golf right now. It's like, it's 10 o'clock at night. You can't. But I just want to. I'm coming off that win right now. It's like, dude, I just want to go out and do it again. I want to go back to that course and see if I can get. I think I can get under par.
Hell
if
yeah.
I clean up those bogeys, I would have been 3 under
We're
par.
gonna find out next weekend.
I know. 8-poolers were like 6 under or 9 under, I think. So
Nice.
those guys are good. All right, man. That's gonna do it for this one, I think.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share and all that nonsense. And we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.